Hey guys, it's Lizzie the Lightworker here. Welcome to my channel, guys. Today I'm bringing you a reading for a Taurus Divine Female and an Aquarius Divine Male. This is a viewer's request, so thank you so much for your request. And guys, we hit 700 subscribers. I'm so excited, so happy to have all of you here. We're sharing all a beautiful thing. It just feels so good to be doing this. And such lovely, wonderful people I'm attracting and such positive feedback. Thank you so much for being a part of this channel and this journey. So we're going to jump right into this, guys. And if you've been watching my videos, this is going to be for separation. So the only question that we ask is what caused the separation. That's more of the angle that we're going in for. So usually I'll get out some information about our divine female, and then we talk about our divine male, and sort of, what are they going through during separation? What are they working on, thinking about? Some goals maybe they have, aspirations they have, energy levels, maybe what are they doing to heal? And then, like I said, the cause of the separation. So let's get into our divine female. So our Taurus divine female. So now I'm feeling like, okay, this energy coming in for our Taurus divine female, I feel like she's a very just person. What's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. I feel like she's all about truth. I feel like she just will fight for the truth, okay, in a relationship, in anything in life. It's about balance, okay, fairness. She's the kind of woman that wants to feel equal to her partner, and if she doesn't, it's not going to work out. I feel like she needed to find the truth out here about her divine male Aquarius, okay? I don't know if right here is when the separation started to occur. Maybe something that he did made her believe that she needed to find the truth out about him, okay? Or I feel like she was more or less like, it's all or nothing. If you can't give me your all into this, and you can't give me what's fair into this, or put in what I'm putting, or meet me halfway, it's not gonna work out. So I feel like she more or less made that call, okay, like a judgment call. And I do feel like she did move on a bit, but she's still thinking about him, still longing for him, still wondering if he's going to return. And more so, this energy that she's in of wanting this lover to return, wanting this union to reunite, is sort of stopping her from really engaging in her spiritual quest, in her spiritual journey. It's sort of got her in a mindset where she can't move and she can't move on. It has sort of paralyzed her. I feel like, it's more so her own, like sort of like her own prison, okay? She's thinking about all the things that were said, all the things that were done. I feel like she's blaming herself. And if this is right, and I'm saying that she was in this truthful energy, then there really is no reason to blame yourself, divine female. You sort of have to see past this. It's like this separation has created such an obstacle for you, and it is definitely slowing down your spiritual growth. I will say, guys, when you stay in an energy like this and you're blinded and you sort of feel like, you can't see the light of day, feeling helpless, okay, sort of like in a victim mentality, and you're really struggling to sort of break the chains and break free, okay? This is sort of like, such distraught, such worry, I'm never going to get out of this. Those are the feelings that are associated with this. When you stay in that energy, whether you know it or not, guys, we are divinely connected, sort of like a cord that can never be cut to our twin, okay? So when we stay in this energy, we are unknowingly sometimes transmuting that energy to our twin, so that our twin will begin to feel and pick up on these feelings. And it's not the best, because we want to evolve, okay? We want to elevate. We want to raise our vibration. We want to get into higher energy with higher self. So this is sort of like maybe even denying spiritual journey, maybe denying even some spiritual gifts, okay? Because I do feel like there could be some spiritual gifts here, and our divine female, may be denying those things. But either way, she feels trapped in this, okay? Trapped in this energy, okay? I also don't know if he caused her to feel this way in the past, because he may have had sort of like his claws in her deep. and made her think that she couldn't move on or she couldn't live without him or be without him. Sometimes when this card comes in, I feel like there is a bit, there could be, not so much with this union. I will throw it out there only because I want to keep this open. But I feel like there could be a little bit of an energy where you feel like you were defeated or maybe even abused a little bit or not treated the best way for your best vibration. So let's get into our divine male, and of course we'll get other cards out here and there. Our divine male. Okay, so I feel like our divine male, he is in this energy where he's a good person. Okay, we're getting this Six of Coins. He's a good person, very, very giving, very well balanced, somebody that will help anybody out of a jam. Okay, but that might be a bit of a problem for him. He might be helping too many people and not helping himself. Okay, when this card comes in, it's sort of like you're spending too much money, time, emotions, all those things. You're spending too much of that out. And you're not focusing enough on yourself, okay? And you want to help people and you want to do good and everything, which is very good and well, but you're not like helping yourself get ahead if you're staying always stuck sort of helping people all the time, okay? So I feel like he has started his spiritual journey a bit. I feel like he's working on, Aquarius has a natural humanitarian nature, so that could just be part of his nature, but I do feel like he is on a quest. I feel like in this union, he really was not ready for any type of commitment whatsoever. The Fool card comes in this type of a reading. This means someone that wants to be and stay single. They want to have more experiences. They want to have, I know sometimes this hurts, guys, they want to have more sexual experiences, okay? It means that they're a little bit immature, they're underdeveloped, they have not had enough experience in love, they are not at emotional maturity, okay, guys? And one of the 5 main reasons why we separate in twin separations is because we are not at that level of emotional maturity. Now, I feel like our divine female is, even though she's a little bit trapped up in this, her maturity level is way above his, okay? So I feel like, he's out sort of turning over a new leaf. He has to find out things about himself. He has to get hurt, he has to experience heartaches. He has to experience growth. He has to pursue things, adventures even. Sort of sow your wild oats, okay? His energy was not at a commitment level energy, okay? So, to me, this is also signifying an ending and also sort of answering a higher calling. So I do believe that he will be coming more into his spiritual gifts and working on himself. And it is an ending, and it's an ending sort of for a reason, like an end of an era, sort of like turning the page and it's a new chapter, okay? Or a new book entirely. And needing to do this, okay? Also feeling like there could be a little bit of justice that plays out when we're getting 2 sort of justice cards. So I feel like this was supposed to happen, okay, guys? This separation was supposed to happen, okay? Developing, like I said, emotional maturity, sort of healing, okay, a little bit, because this to me says healing as well. He may need to heal things from his past. He may be sort of running away from that at times. It could be past hurts from relationships. It could be family shit. It could be a lot of things. It could be traumas, anything. But sometimes to me, this is saying like you have to kind of accept the past to move on. So he may be in the process of doing that and purging out old things and bad emotions and shit from the past that he never dealt with. Because it seems to me like he could have been this type of person that focused on everybody else to not focus on himself, if that makes any sense. Like you take the focus off of yourself and you put it on other people with the giving and everything, and it makes you feel less like, you don't want to deal with your shit. And that does happen a lot. Okay, so let's see what the cause of this separation was. Okay, simply that it just, okay, I'm going to tell you guys, a lot of the time it's just not the time for y'all. You need to develop lots of different things, okay? So this sort of, I feel like our divine female knew this was going to happen. She had it already in her mind. She had it already in her heart that she sort of knew, but she struggled with it, okay? So this could be where that comes in. She struggled with the fact that she knew she sort of had to let him go because he was in this energy. I'm picking up a little bit on that. I'm also picking up on the fact that she needed to move on for herself, because I feel like she's a stable person, and she's definitely like, she's got the groundedness and the fairness and the balance and the sort of reliability and all those things. Like, she's pragmatic and wants to save her money and plan for the future and do all these things. And I think that she got a little fed up with the waiting part, or she just knew that maybe deep down inside, you know, oh, he's not ready, or this is not right. So I feel like this is good for both of them. To me, this is saying that you have to shed your old selves, okay? And with this card coming in, that's a good thing, because you want to shed your old self. You want to work on yourself. You want to do that shadow work, guys. You want to clear out the cobwebs of the past, and you want to leave your old self behind, okay? So divine female, to me, this is saying that you're going to leave your old self behind, okay? For our divine male here, it's coming for him. I feel like he's sort of getting into this now, where he will eventually get to this, where he knows he has to sort of like, you know, do what he's got to do. But, you know, not quite, not just yet, okay? So yes, it did need to end. It was time for it to end, okay? Don't forget, guys, you both decided when you were going to meet, what the relationship was going to bring, what it was going to be like, what the outcomes were, when the separation was going to happen, and when the reuniting was going to happen, if so be. So let's get some more cards out. Yeah, I feel like our divine female may have thrown the towel in. And I do feel like our Aquarius is soul searching, okay? I feel like he's got a lot that he maybe left behind in his life that he just didn't deal with. I also feel like he may have not dealt with this union, okay? I feel like he couldn't get the gravity of this union. He was too much his head in the clouds, okay? Very free-spirited person. Aquarius, sometimes, you know, they trap themselves in their own heads, and they sort of have a hard time committing or being, you know, they don't want to feel chained to anything, okay? They don't want to feel chained to any one particular person. They want their freedom. They need that freedom. They crave it. But I feel like he is in an immature energy. I just feel like he didn't deal with things from his past at all. I'm getting that again. So it's going to be both for you to deal with anything from your past, okay? Sort of this, whatever was left behind between the two of you, whatever baggage was left behind between the two of you, now has to clear, okay? That has to end. The baggage has to just be sort of forgotten, okay? Whatever it was, however hard it is, you're going to want to both purge that out and get rid of that. Any feelings, any bad emotions, any sad emotions, anything from the past, okay? And I do feel like you both will be on to a better way of thinking, a better way of being once this is done, okay? And this is for your spiritual journey. This is for part of the reason why you separated, okay? And I do feel like, if he was pressed for an answer, he would go a little off the handle. He would fly a little off the handle, okay? So if she pressed him for answers, like, why don't you want this? Why don't you want to be with me? Why don't you want to do this together? Like, why do you have to leave? Or any of those things, any of those questions. Why do you want to be, like, by yourself all the time? Why do you want to be free? Why do you want to do this, that? Okay? He's going to react angrily, extremely angrily, okay? He's going to be very defensive, okay? He has that energy. That is something he's going to have to work on, okay? That does not concern her. But I feel like if he comes at her like that, it's like an attack, okay? And it leaves her feeling like this and this energy, okay? This helpless, sort of defenseless, like, I can't move, I'm paralyzed. His words hurt, okay? If he gets pushed too far, his words hurt, okay? So he's on, I think, a quicker path to maybe answers than her. I feel like he's the kind of guy that he needs to know things like right away. Communication is a big thing, I think, with him. Also a little bit rebellious side I'm picking up, like a little bit of a rebellious nature. Someone who doesn't want to answer to anybody, okay? So he's got that. That could be personality trait, it could be ego, it could be just something that never leaves him. It could be just how he is, okay? But otherwise, yes, we want to work on these things. We want to not have explosive anger and all these things. So let's get another card out. Okay, and this to me is just saying that their whole relationship within itself lacked balance. And I do feel like you are not meant to know all the answers or all the reasons why, okay? There's more to be revealed, there's more to come out at a later time. Also, I'm feeling like if either of you had any secrets or anything about yourselves that you were afraid to let out about yourselves, that could have helped build the relationship, or it could have helped destroy it, okay? Not being open or being too open. I'm also feeling like there could be a little bit of a masculine feminine imbalance here, where one of you has more feminine energy or one of you has more masculine energy, because don't forget, we have both. And sometimes a female is overly masculine and overly, like, I mean, overly like aggressive, like a guy, like aggressive, like, or a male is a little bit on the feminine side. Okay, so there could have been a little bit of an imbalance with that. Now, you know, guys, I just I'll pull one more card. I'll pull a butterfly card for this, and we'll wrap it up. So keep the faith. And in your journey, you know, I know that is hard. I know that it is really difficult to try to let all these things go. And the self-work is really hard, and shadow work is scary because we have to face the things about ourselves that we really don't want to. But through it all, you got to keep the faith and do it for yourself. You know, hold on for you. Don't hold on for your twin, or because you think you need to be with them, or you're holding on for dear life to a connection that just needed to breathe and needed to go its own way. You know, it's like a force of its own. You know what I'm trying to say, guys? So just keep that in mind. And thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for your requests. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This has been Lizzie the Lightworker.